Now to a story that affects more of us than we might realise. It's natural for us all to worry about kids when we think of whooping cough, but adults can't afford to let their guard down either.
Over 34,000 Australians have been struck down by whooping cough in the last year, the highest rates in almost 2 decades. While you might think you're vaccinated against the disease, it's likely your protection has already worn off. And if that's the case, you could be putting your baby's lives at risk.
When babies get whooping cough, they may have coughing spells that make them turn blue. They can have a fit if they're not getting enough oxygen to the brain. Whooping cough bacteria really is one of the most deadly infections that babies in Australia can catch.
None know this better than Tony and Dave McCaffrey, who lost their daughter Dana to whooping cough in 2009.
It has been a journey of shock about what this disease can do. And I think the most heartbreaking thing for us has been that it is easily preventable and we never got that chance to protect her.
Whooping cough, or Pertussis, is included in the national vaccination schedule, but the vaccine only lasts between 6 to 10 years. Adults need to have a booster to ensure they're not spreading the germ, but currently less than 20% of adults have had the shot. When Diane and Jason's 5-week-old daughter developed a serious cough, the last thing they thought it would be was whooping cough.
We knew whooping cough was around. I had the vaccination a week and a half before Tori got it, and I got whooping cough as well.
Unfortunately, the vaccine takes 2 weeks before you're fully protected against the germ. All Diane and Jason could do was watch while their little girl fought for her life.
You know, as a parent, you want to protect your child and you couldn't do anything.
She would completely stop breathing and we would blow in her face or give her oxygen. That's the only thing you could do for her.
But Tori Rose was one of the lucky ones. Not every child survives. In fact, for every 200 infants that contract whooping cough, one of them will die.
We have limited treatment options when a baby has whooping cough, so prevention is the way to go.
But some still argue that vaccination is not the only answer to serious infections. And for parents who want an alternative, there are doctors willing to support their choice.
I will never advise against vaccination. However, under particular circumstances, I will support that. That would mean breastfeeding for the first 12 months of life. It will mean not being in a long daycare centre for more than 20 hours a week. An excellent diet. The parents have to be very proactive if they're going to choose not to vaccinate.
But if you choose not to vaccinate, you could be risking another child's life.
Whooping cough for a baby is extremely dangerous. They are literally fighting for their lives.
Grandparents, carers, parents should all consider having a whooping cough booster vaccine for themselves. This will help protect the baby.
I had no idea that adults had to be vaccinated.
No.
We've never been told that, have we?
Yeah, it's one of those things, I suppose, whooping cough. We may have become a bit complacent because we were so good at this, but it's not a lifelong immunity. These are the things as a child, you do have the immunisations when you get them, but as an adult, yeah, you've got to get those boosters because it wears out.
I'm a bit worried about what that woman said, that doctor said. You have a choice and you can be proactive. If you don't leave your child in childcare for 20 hours a week? That doesn't sound right. If you live for 18, they're
when
okay.
Our kid, on his first day, he got a cold.
Let me be frank, I don't agree with that. I think immunisation, the whole point of immunisation and wiping out diseases like whooping cough and not having these small children, the 1 in 200 dying from this, is about all of us actually taking some responsibility, getting that herd immunity, because if we all don't jump on board, whooping cough will just stick around. We got rid of smallpox. There's nothing to say we can't get rid of this.
If we had a program mass immunisation, you reckon we could do smallpox?
We could get to that point.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, we could. To find out more about whooping cough and its immunisation, just head to 7pmproject.com.au.
We've got a heap